Good evening. My name is Adam Goldstein. How's your prick? I am the commissioner for the most illustrious fantasy baseball league ever created, or at least the most illustrious fantasy baseball league ever created in a piss-ridden apartment at Central Connecticut State University, the quest for the Golden Spittoon. Tonight marks the 8th annual beginning to the quest for the immortal spitter that only a select few have been lucky enough to raise over their head in triumph, along with a cash prize. Tonight, we will be learning the divisions as well as the draft order for this season. In just a moment here, I will be introducing 2 new faces as well as 14 old faces that will be competing for that one singular moment in late September where they are able to call themselves champion and flip the bird and maybe give a jerk-off gesture to their opponents. Without further ado, I will go over the teams for this season and then begin to allocate teams to their respective division: the Grizz, the Skull, the Cope, and the Kayak. So, the first team to introduce tonight is the Monkeys. Ryan Stanley, an 8-year veteran of the league, projected playoff finisher. We'll see if he can take it all the way this year. The Ninos, a champion of this league in the past, looking to bounce back from an up and down season last year that saw him miss the playoffs. The Pearl Jammers, another team that is always within the thick of it. B-Day, Brendan Stanley, looking to make his way back into the playoffs and get himself one of those crowns. The Red Wave, after a bevy of third place finishes, the Red Wave had a big rebuilding year last year. It is looking to come back strong in 2018. The caboose of the league, scurrying below deck with cheese and sand dollars in his pocket, Jeff Pease, Sandy Cock, is looking to not come in last for the first time in God knows how long. Jeff Meager, Easy G, a debutant in 2017, ran to the playoffs through a weak division, looking to build upon success and maybe make the next step. B-Men, Bronx Bama, Brian Williams, looking to maybe make a splash this year, but probably not. The Great Bamstino, the immortal commish. You never know what you're going to get out of him. Probably a semifinals exit. Name TBT, the former Relax Laser Show Chris Mondak. He took over midway last season, competed hard with what he had, and he's looking to come back strong this year and make his mark on the league. Number 21's Eazy-E. Used to be a fixture in the semifinals, has fallen on some hard times in the last 2 years. We'll see if the Cape Cod Crabber can come back from the dead in 2018. Twigs and Berries went all out for a victory last year, only to fall short in the final. Cusa looking to build within. He had sold his first round pick, sold his soul, and he's looking to compete this year without it. MVP Baseball, Koss. Always a challenger. You always know you're going to get an absolute battle from ACOS. The Linkers, the only team with 2 first-round picks this season. Connor Stanley, the only back-to-back Spittoon champion, looking to win an unprecedented 3rd spitter this year. The Farmers, the organization taken over from the legendary Spittoon owner Matt Sargenti. Joe Hickey, another class of 08 South Windsor High School alum, looking to take over and follow in the inaugural winner's footsteps. Stu Tang Clan, an absolute warrior, a former champion, a guy you know who's going to be there in late September looking for that title. And last, and certainly not least, last year's champion, 7 Line Express. He's going to be looking to ride that Express to back-to-back titles and see what he can make happen. Those are your 16 competitors. This year, Tide did not choose to renew their sponsorship. We have gone with Crockpot, the original slow cooker, as this year's sponsor for the quest for the Spittoon. All 16 teams will be jumping into the slow cooker to see how long they need to bake to find out what division they'll be in. We're spinning up the pot. We will be going in incremental order. First team to the Grizz, next team to the Skull, so on and so forth. We are ready. The first team headed to the Grizz division. The Farmers, Joe Hickey, didn't have to wait long to find out he was headed to the Grizz. The first team to enter the Skull Division, the Monkeys. Headed to the Skull. The newest father of the league. No more dippers for the dad. To the Copenhagen Division, go the Linkers. Connor Stanley, the younger brother, the youngest uncle, headed and taking his 2 first-rounders to the Copenhagen Division. To the Kayak we go, the first team into the Kayak. Twigs and Berries. Matt Syracuse headed to the Kayak Division. Oh, excuse the nose itch there. We are live. This is one take. To join the Farmers in the Grizz Division, the Ninos. Joe Kevaney headed to the Grizz Division, where he will do battle with Joe Hickey. To the Skull Division with the Monkey Man. MVP Baseball. A couple of battlers there, MVP and the Monkeys in the Skull together. The Copenhagen Division, joining the Link Man. EZG, Jeff Meager, going to be taking on the Linker in the Copenhagen Division. Twigs and Berries in the Kayak, who will be joining? The Red Wave, headed to the Kayak Division. Half the league has been settled. We're getting to the final half of the league here. We got the Farmers and the Ninos in the Grizz Division. The Great Bamstino headed to the Grizz Division to take on Joe and Joe. How about that? The Skull Division, MVP Baseball, the Monkeys. 7-Line Express, woohoo dolly. The Skull is shaping up. We got the defending champ, and we got MVP, and we got the Monkey Man. The Copenhagen Division got Easy G. It's got the Linkers, and now it has Sandy Cock. Just what the Cope needed was the Sandy Cock. The Kayak Division with the Red Wave and the Twigs and the Berries. B-Men. The Syracuse family teaming up in the Kayak Division. We're down to the final 4 teams looking to be allocated into the divisions. First, filling out the Grizz with the Bamstino and the Farmers and the Ninos. Stu Tang Clan, another beastly division with some serious competition going on there. MVP Baseball, 7-Line Express, the Monkeys. And name TBD, the Chris Mondak's old iteration of the Laser Show, headed to the Skull Division. With just 2 teams left to go. In the Copenhagen Division with Sandy Cock, Easy G, and the Linkers. The Pearl Jammers headed to the Cope Division. 2 Stanley brothers, 1 division. And last, and certainly not least, Easy E number 21's headed to the Kayak Division. So there you have it. To recap, Joe Hickey, Joe Kevaney, Stu Nelson, Adam Goldstein, Grizz Division. Chris Mondak, Josh Krause, Adam Costantini, Ryan Stanley, Skull Division. Copenhagen Division, Connor Stanley, Brendan Stanley, Jeff Pease, Jeff Meager. Kayak Division, Matt Syracuse. The Red Wave, Kev Quinlan. B-Men, Brian Williams. And EZE, the Cape Cod Crabber, Eric Emanuelson in the Kayak Division. So there we have it. The divisions are set. Now, what we all came here for, let's find out who's going to get the first overall pick this year. Again, to introduce the teams and who will be kept this year. I know we've all been waiting on bated breath for the last 9.5 minutes. No longer. The Monkeys. Aaron Nola, Tommy Pham are already on the Monkeys in the 9th and the 22nd round. Into the slow cooker we go. The Ninos. Andrew Benintendi, Jose Barrios, 7th round, 22nd round. The Pearl Jammers. JT Realmuto, Marcel Ozuna used to be teammates. Now they're not, but now they are because they're both on the Jammers. The Red Wave. Justin Smoke and Rafael Devers, a couple last rounders, a couple free agents for the Wave. Sandy Cock had little to choose from. He chose Yohan Moncada and Trevor Bauer to start his roster. Easy G, Alex Bregman, and Rise Hoskins, two young guns, two big sluggers, filling out the Easy G lineup to start. B-Men, dipping into the first round, it's keep Paul Goldschmidt, and in the last round, he's going to keep the lanky lefty from LA, Alex Wood. The Bam Steno, going with Steven Strasburg and Travis Shaw, big righties, to start his club. Name TBD has one lone cowboy, Trey Turner, second round. The speedster hopes to stay healthy and put up first round numbers. Number 21s, starting his staff with Archer and Corbin. 7-Line Express, the champions, Jose Ramirez, Cody Bellinger, staying on the club. Stu Tang Clan, keeping the biggest Bronx bomber of them all, Giancarlo Stanton, and Robbie Ray, the fireballing lefty from the D-backs in the 12th round. Joe Hickey's Farmers, off of last year's roster, staying with them. Hosmer, Corey Dickerson, who couldn't even stay with his own team, got cut, but he's not getting cut from Hickey's team. He's staying on in the 21st round. The Linkers, along with two first-rounders, is holding on to Anthony Rendon and Joey Gallo. MVP Baseball dipping into the first round as well to keep Jose Altuve. Definitely worth it. And Zach Greinke in the 6th round. A lot of Snakes pitchers being held on to this year. And last, Twigs and Berries had a star-studded roster, helped out by the last round pick of Aaron Judge of last season. He will be kept along with, in the 12th round, Jonathan Scope of the Baltimore Orioles. All 16 names are now in the slow cooker. Again, a sincere thank you to Crock-Pot, the original slow cooker, for sponsoring this year's Spitter. So the names are being jumbled within the slow cooker. They're going to be left on low for 8 hours. Just kidding. I'm going to do it right now. I got the pen here, so forgive the bit of silence after each name is called to determine what team is going to be in what spot. I will need to write it down to keep track. Now, again, for those who may be new here or those who don't remember the 20 minutes out of the entire year they watch this, the team that is pulled out of the cooker first will pick 16th, second, 15th, so on and so forth. So, again, we're shaking the cooker with pressure in the cooker. Here we go. Picking 16th, the last pick in the first round, wanted by none. Going to go to none other than the great Bam Steno, of fucking course. God damn it. Of course. Fuck. Going 15th. Twigs and Berries. Lucky him, he doesn't even own it, and he's going 15th. How about it? How about that? The 14th pick in the first round for the quest to the Golden Spittoon. MVP Baseball, going 14th. The 13th pick in the quest for the Golden Spittoon draft goes to the Farmers. Joe Hickey picking 13th in round 1. Excuse me, I dropped a pen. The 12th pick in round 1. The Linkers picking up the 12th pick. So the Linkers, to recap, will be picking 12th and picking 15th in this year's Spittoon draft. Not exactly what they may have been dreaming of when they dreamt up having 2 first-round picks, but it's better than anybody else is going to be doing. The 11th pick goes to the Red Wave. The Red Wave will be picking 11th in this year's draft. We're jumbling up the cooker once more. The 10th pick, the last double-digit pick, Easy G, picking 10th. We're getting into single digits now. Now people are starting to get excited. They're starting to think lottery picks. They're starting to think big bats, big arms. The 9th pick, the Ninos, picking 9th. Could be Chris Sale territory for the inclement weather. The 8th overall pick in the first round of the 2018 Quest for the Golden Spittoon goes to 7 Line Express. 7 Line Express, right smack dab in the middle of the first round. Picking 7th in the first round of the Quest for the Golden Spittoon, B-Men, whose first pick, number 7 overall, will be Paul Goldschmidt. They will enter in the 7th slot. Top 6. If you haven't heard your name called, start to get excited. We are into the top 6. Picking 6th, Sandy Cock, picking 6th. In the hunt, looking to start over and rebuild. Not a bad start. Pick 6. Top 5. We are into the top 5 with the 5th pick. The Monkeys, picking 5th. Top 5 pick for Ryan Stanley's Monkeys. Looking to add on to that already started outfield of Pham and that pitching staff with Nola. 4 teams left in the pot for that top slot. Picking 4th. Stu Tang Clan, picking 4th. Already's got a big bopper in Stanton and a lot of K's and Ray. The 4th pick looks good on that one. Top 3. Here we go. Picking 3rd. Mondax, TBD, picking 3rd. That means we have 2 teams left to go. The 2nd overall pick will go to the Pearl Jammers, who will make the first selection because left in the pot. Excuse me. I stand corrected. The first overall pick will be going to Eze, number 21s. Congratulations to Eze for winning the lottery tonight and getting that first overall pick in this year's draft. There's a lot of guys in the hunt there. There's a Mike Trout in there. There's a couple other guys who I'd like to have personally. But Eze will be kicking us off on draft night, March 22nd at 8 p.m. Until then, signing off, my name is Adam Goldstein, as you prick, and I will see you this season out on the diamond.